My interest in photographing water kind of stemmed from an early interaction I had with photography, which was a very emotional engagement with photography when I was exposed to it. And so I came across photography by chance by looking at a book by Richard Avedon. And so I was compelled, I was inspired, I was very engaged to photograph, to understand the world. And when you start going down this path of looking at the world through photography, you start finding that looking at things that are emotionally engaging, that you're invested in, is important. And when it comes to water, this is something that affects everyone. This is something that touches on every aspect of people's lives. My creative process, in a nutshell, in a very small way, is to be as fluid and to be as dynamic in my approach to learn and to be a student of what I'm photographing, so that the people that I am focusing my camera on, and also the people that are looking at my work, can come away with it and say, okay, this is a human thing. This is something that I can relate to. And so when I started the project in Sierra Leone, I started taping up all across my wall all the different ideas that I had of how to photograph this aesthetically, in terms of content, how to layer it, what I need to investigate. Is the format I'm using good enough? What do I need to improve on? Do I want this to be diptychs and two pictures side by side? I was going through a process where I was merging my creative desire to push myself with the content that needed to be talked about in a different way. What does photography do then? Well, if photography is something that can transcend language, and this is something I believe, photography can transcend language, it can transcend thought to a certain degree, to me. It can emotionally engage you when you least expect it. And that's the beauty of it. That's the hardest part to do for me. And that's also the hardest part, I think, in any craft to achieve, is that it requires a whole lot of challenges to reach. And when you take that idea, you say, okay, well, personal challenge and water, why are these two things important? Why do they go hand in hand? Well, if I'm not challenging myself to approach this topic as best as I can, how can I expect anyone to look at my work and think this person actually cares?